Hello and welcome back to the Piglandia Patron SMP with me, Crystal Cat. Welcome back. So, I have done a fair bit of work in between. Unfortunately, I had a slight problem with my recording. So, yeah, I recorded, but I didn't get any voice bits recording. So, I'm going to have a quick run through of what I've been doing. First of all, I've made an iron farm. It is pretty much the same as the one on my single player world. In fact, it is the same actually. I know pretty much about it. I had a bit of an issue with the zombie. I got the first. This is actually zombie number 3. The first one. What happened to the first one? The first one was killed when I moved things around, and it had a block put on top of it, and it died. And then I got another one in carrying something. Not sure what it was carrying, but it had a bit of dirt or something. And the server updated to 1.16.2, and I think when it updated it actually went into peaceful mode briefly, so my zombie despawned. So this is zombie number 3 with a bit of string. So yeah, a few issues. As you can see, it's just using pistons to raise and lower the wood there to scare the villagers. Seems to be working well enough. I occasionally have iron golems spawning out here, so every so often I have to come down and kill them. I've only got one chest. As you see, I've got a fair bit. I haven't taken any poppies out, so this is how much I've got all together. So yeah, pretty good. So this is the part of the video where all my audio has gone wonky. This is of course my starter hut with lots and lots of storage. These are the mob heads I've got so far. We've got a mob head pack on the server. Quite a few iron golems I've killed to get that head from the iron farm, of course. And we need better storage. I mean, we have got so much stuff here. It is just everywhere, and it's really hard to put things in good places, and it's all mixed up. So my plan for the episode is to make a sorting system. This is our house that leads down to the mine. That's all the way at the bottom of this ladder. Our sorting system is actually going to be down here also. In fact, I've made a room. It probably needs to be bigger than this. In fact, it does need to be bigger than this because the sorting system is actually quite large. I put stone bricks down on the floor. I need to make that look a little bit better with variations. There's also a cave underneath here, so I do have random mob noises, which is actually quite annoying, as you can see. And there we go. That's a zombie I heard. He was carrying a bit of gunpowder. Of course, of course. And it's lit up. Still have loads of mob noises down here. Problem is, because the server's actually on hard mode, it's quite hard to kill everything, because they're actually quite strong when you go against them. Especially when you're wearing iron armour like I am. Right, so this is the sorting system we're using. It's the Impulse SV version of a sorting system. And I've heard more mobs. There we go, and another one. Yeah, I have lots of issues with mobs here. It's very irritating. Of course, I can't tell if I can hear anything else because I have no sound. So yeah, this is a sorting system using hoppers and repeater and comparator, and that's where the items go in, and it gets sorted into the chests. I think it's a fairly standard system because It seems to be quite quite a common one. So I've dug a little trench out. It's going to be set into the floor slightly. Whereas this sorting system has 2 double chests on each slice, mine's actually going to have 3 double chests. It's simply for bulk storage like stone and cobble and the like. And it's going to go here, so 3 chests high, and then hoppers into the back of each of them. I'll basically copy what I've done here. This is my kind of test slice, so I know what it looks like. You need to get that T shape in as well. But you've got to put the T shape in a tiny little bit higher because I've got another chest underneath it. So it's getting it onto the right bit. There we go. So there, and there. It's a lot easier to do this after you get the first slice in. Touch on the back, comparator up there. And then a random pause. Hopper into the back of the comparator, not floating in mid-air. And hopper running that way. With some dust on the back. And then the next thing is a repeater, but not in that place there, in that one there. I'm checking to make sure it's all right, but I realise I actually missed something out. Should have put a block behind the repeater with redstone dust on it. I do figure it out eventually, but I do stand there thinking, oh, why isn't this working? It's really bizarre. Anyway, so this is where you put the filter item in, not the hopper. So you put your filter item in the last 3 slots, and then the item that you want to sort into the chest goes in the front slot. And then it should work if you put a full stack in, which I didn't, the overflow would work its way down into the bottom chest. And then it'll fill up from the bottom up. And here I'm sitting there going, why isn't it working? That's really bizarre. I've made everything how it's supposed to go. Why isn't this going in? And I think I decide I need to move it forward one at this point. So there's one more gap at the back. Possibly. Who knows? It's really hard to figure out what I'm doing after the fact, I have to say. It's so much easier when you're actually doing recording and doing the voice at the same time. Okay, I moved the whole lot 1 back. And you see, I think I've gone and made it right. Little do I realise I've actually missed a block out, and that's why it's not going to work quite right. I actually have to dig out some of the wall. Huh. It's funny, you often see things that you play and you don't realise it's happened, and then it's only re-watching this afterwards I've realised that's why I moved it back. Yeah, and I have to dig that out. I'll probably hear more mobs right there. Right, so putting filter item back in, putting my sorting item in. I'm going to add the hoppers on the top. That's the hopper inline, that is. And then I'm going to copy what I've done and see how, not open the chest, copy what I've done, make more slices. I'm just going to fast forward this bit because I think I just do this all the way along. So I'll catch you back in a moment. So I've pretty much finished up the sorting system. I've got all the chests and the hoppers in, well, most of the hoppers in. I still need to put the inline, finish that bit off with a few more hoppers and a chest as well. I haven't actually fixed the problem that I had at the back, which I haven't realised it's actually a problem yet, but I will get to that. I ran out of hoppers again. I had to go back to Iron Farm and get some more. So I'll take this bit down. I actually break, ready, that bit there, which I haven't actually twigged that it's missing out the rest of the system. I do fix it. So I'm just putting in the hopper line here. I'm going to pop a chest on top, and then I will bring you back to show you a bit more in a moment. Right, so I have totally finished the storage system. All the chests are in, the hoppers are in. I fixed the back as well, which is good. I've decided to put on the floor at the front the items that are actually in the item filter, except for the grass and the dirt, because the grass spread to the dirt, of course. But the stuff that's like stone, cobble, granite, sand, the items that are in the item frames is what's in the item filter. But not everything in the chest is in there, like iron ore. Iron ore isn't in the item filter. So it's just a way to keep things together. Like with the coal, you end up with so much coal, it's ridiculous. So there'll be coal blocks and coal ore in there, and I'll have to manually sort them in. That's nothing major. I do switch out the bone meal for actual bones, as I have a skelly farm and I'm not going to turn everything into into bone meal before I put it in. So that is our sorting system there. Pretty happy with that. And it is of course expandable because I have gaps at the end. I have 3 there. This is my other storage system. These are things that are a lot of, like, then other things. So I'm not going to make an entire system of all of them. They're just going in chests. And the wood, that can all go in. Well, it's four chests high, 4 double chests. So there's a lot of space there to put all these things in. It is manually sorted, but and I do sort of put things in wrong things occasionally. But it's reasonably easy to deal with. I'll probably make an entire chest of dye, an entire chest of flowers. As you can see, I have a fair few tools and armour there. Random items. It's possible in the future with the food one I will actually put a sorting system with the food one, because sometimes you end up with so much stuff in your inventory when you harvest crops. I might just chuck one in there. Then if I link that up with where I have my villager trading, it may well just be easier. Most of it doesn't have anything in. Most of the chests have nothing in, but it's certainly a lot easier than what I had. A lot better. Right, this is my little furnace array. It is an automatic one. Oh well, semi-automatic. I have to put stuff in the chest, but it all smelts and chucks it in the chest at the bottom. I'll have to put levers on the front of them, because then I can stop them from working and get the XP afterwards. I just need to finish decorating the room. I'm going to put smooth stone walls in. The floor I want to add a few cracked stone bricks and some lighting sources on the floor. The ceiling I'm going to have stripped oak wood for the ceiling. That would look quite nice. It'll warm the room up a bit as well, take away from the grey. So yeah, that's my next plan, and hide up the hoppers as well. So yeah, that'll be good when it's done. That'll do it for me today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave me a like, And while you're down there, please subscribe for more, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.